morning, Shaz.
Hello, Edwina.
Hello. I want to say call you Anita, but I was going to be nice and I try to stop myself. What's up, Andy? Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Hi, Shaz. Hi, Lakers. Lakers, one or the other.
Could be both. Who knows?
A
But
lurking liquor. That sounds like dwarf material.
it's strange because where we live, when the sun's out, you figure it'd warm up. But here, when the sun comes out during the wintertime, it actually gets colder.
Hi, Cass.
Thank you, Shaz. Hi, Cass.
Hi,
Hey,
Shelley.
Shelly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're doing
Shelly.
good.
I'm actually doing pretty good. I actually worked a solid week. I was able to sleep all week. Oh, I've still got him in their shackles right now, Shaz.
Jesus, Shelley.
Oh, Shelly, I'm so sorry to hear that, hon. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can do this here. This backspace. This. All right, give me just a second here.
And he's sitting there with a screwdriver. Yo, Spitfire. With a screwdriver and a crowbar trying to get his wallet open.
That's about it. All right.
If he shaves that off, Chaz, he'll lose half his soup.
No, I said soon. I didn't say when I was going to do it. Hey, Spitfire. That's totally understandable, Shelly.
No surprises.
Thank you for coming in to check on me. Your priority right now is at home. Don't worry about me. I'm too damn stubborn to die or anything. What's up, pizza?
Pizza.
All right. I know you all can see the banner going across. Everybody keep Shelly and her family and her husband in your thoughts and prayers.
Yep.
Now that I got fucking energy, I don't feel like doing anything. When I was down and not feeling so well, I always wanted to do something, but I couldn't do anything.
That's because the option wasn't there. That was why you wanted it. The moment the option is there, you say, fuck it, can't be
That's
bothered.
true. Well, that's what I'm saying, Shaz. Shelly needs to worry about what's going on her home front right now. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. But I appreciate the fact that she did come in and check on me. That means the world to me. But right now, she needs our prayers.
Yep.
It's all about love and respect in this room. There's no disrespect for anybody.
Except me.
Well, that's a gimme. So we don't even have to add your name to that. But the past couple of nights it has sucked because my little space heater finally took a shit. So I mean, the room gets chilly. It doesn't get cold, but it gets to just one of them right chills where it's like, all right, I need to cover up. And then 20 minutes later, it's like, damn it, it's too hot. So you got to uncover. And then you get to that situation where you got one leg out, one leg in. Fucking.
You know it's cold when you go for a crap and you have to use a paint scraper to try and save your skin when you try and stand up again.
Well, no, that's when you get smart about it. Put toilet paper down and then sit down.
Or be like Shaz and have one of those fur-lined toilet seats.
I don't know how people have that's fucking. Is that in case you run out of is that in case you run out of toilet paper? You just drag your ass across the toilet seat and it's like fucking wiping with a rabbit or what?
That's the one.
Yeah, Mama, we're gonna send all of our prayers and love out and healing out for the family.
I'd have to find it first, Spitfire.
Well, I ain't shaking shit right now. It's too fucking cold.
Shaking bones.
And I'm kind of disappointed though, because we would brag to you guys all the time about how much snow we got. We always get a ton of snow. This year we ain't got shit for snow. If we got fucking 2 feet, I'd be impressed right now. Shaz, I see you
Nicole, Jack.
Huh?
That's just Nicole sending me a message after a message came in to say that wasn't me.
Oh.
I know, because it started with the words Jack Kendrick.
All right, Shaz, that's TMI. I don't know. What size batteries are you using?
How big are they? How big is that toy, Shaz? You can't get many lorry batteries into a toy.
Here's Flick. I'm releasing the dwarves.
The dwarves have been let out for the weekend, so you'll be happy this weekend, Flicker.
Flicker, get up on your little step stool, because here they come.
Last time Shaz fired that thing up, the rest of the family had to sit in a Faraday cage for the week.
Well, I got a message from Shaz last night. They were going through a pretty damn bad storm. A lot of high winds in that. Too late. They're already set free. They're only allowed out on the weekends, Flicka. So, when the show starts, I got to let them out.
Yep.
They're allowed 4 hours a week, 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday. I bet you Pizza and Flick could fight for who gets the shortest dwarf.
It's the Energizer Bunny.
It's Spitfire. When you say that,
bunny, whichever one.
Talking about a toy bunny, that just takes me back to one person that used to come in the show, and we used to talk about that all the time. But no, Flicker, you cannot meet your maker yet, because see, I'm driving the bus and I'm not ready to go anywhere yet. So you got to hang around too.
What storm? It's been nice and calm down here.
Yeah, I guess they were going through some seriously high winds in that where Shaz and them are at.
Yeah, well, if they want to live in foreign parts, that's up to them.
Well, like I was telling Shaz, I said, it's funny here. I said, we get like 80, 90 mile an hour winds, and it ain't nothing for us to walk outside and see our neighbor's trampoline out in the fucking parking lot.
Or passing the parking lot. You'll stay them.
Even during the wintertime here, it's funny because the dumpsters, there's always ice on the roads here, always. And when it gets to just the right situation, the wind will blow hard enough, you'll see dumpsters getting blown. And I'm talking about the big green dumpsters.
Yeah.
Sliding down the road. Oh my God, Pizza.
I'm in the Garden of England, Flicker. Northeast Essex.
Wait, isn't that APEC? Or something like that? It might be known as APEC over here, but
I think we're closer to OPEC.
Yeah. Andy is somewhere's near me.
I'm in the same country, Mama Cass.
That doesn't mean he's near you.
If you think of a map, look at East Anglia and envisage the shape of it as someone's butt. I'll give you 3 guesses where I am.
A pimple on Biden's ass.
No, but let's just say everything's dark around here.
Oh, Uranus.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to laugh and not have to worry about trying to catch my breath. I mean, I fucking going up and down 13 steps anymore. I ain't got to stop 4 times. See, I already said that, Shaz. I
No,
beat you to it.
no, I don't live in Uranus anymore, Shaz. I was born on Uranus. That makes me an Arsolian.
Oh, an assholeian.
Yeah.
I wait. Don't you need TP for your bunghole? Hey, Carol.
Hey, Carol.
I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I really do. I hope y'all got so damn full you didn't know what to do.
What's Thanksgiving?
To me, it was just another day because I worked Thanksgiving, so I don't, the kids are all grown, they're not here, so it's like it's just another day anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
yes, they
Oh,
they
right.
message, they do
Bit like
message you, but
Christmas.
just yeah, they'll message us and that, and like Christmas time now with Bug, we'll still order shit online and have it sent to her for Christmas, but with the kid, we just send them a couple $100 for Christmas. It's like, dude, I don't know what you want anymore. You're 23 years old. You're in the military. You're married. You got a kid. Here, use it for whatever the hell you need it on.
Hey, Jack.
How you doing, Jack?
You ain't the full ticket. I know that. I put it on, but don't think you do.
What the hell's that? What's that mean?
In the words of the Queen Mum, what the fuck are you banging on about?
Oh, I read that thing that Nicole posted about growing up, the years she grew up and this and that. And hey, Elizabeth, and
Hi, Les.
as you read down through it, Nicole, I don't know if it was a typo or if that's actually what it's supposed to say. But you said growing up as kids, you played with dicks and jump ropes. And I was like, dick? Does she mean sticks?
She's got a lisp.
I was just like,
She was playing with sticks.
but when I read that, I was like, is that really supposed to say I played with dicks? Oh, here we go with fucking. We're talking about flick and snatch again already. Well, at least Shaz is. But it's great to see you all again this weekend. Like I said, I feel so much better than what I did compared to at least a month ago. Yeah, Jack, I'm doing a lot better. Thanks, bud. Yesterday, I don't know. It probably wasn't a reason to get worried, but I got a little bit worried. I was starting to get a little tightness in my chest, but I think I just had a fucking gas bubble. And because of how what they had to do and everything, that gas bubble now it just kind of applies a little bit too much pressure.
I am Monster Radio.
What? What?
Captain Ryan.
Oh, hey, what's up, Ryan? Yeah, I didn't even have to read the Ryan at the end. I figured who you were when I was reading about it. Me and Ryan, we're friends on Facebook. We're friends, obviously here through YouTube and that. And he's got an amazing channel. Let's see, is mine? Do I have you as a mod? I don't think so. He didn't even come up on YouTube.
Take more breaths, Mama Cass. Breathe a little bit faster and harder, and then phone the police.
My O2 has dropped last few days, idiot says. The lowest that my oxygen level has dropped to is 93. But it within 10 minutes it goes back up. I got it's a finger monitor thing that checks my oxygen level and my heart rate. And I check mine probably about every 45 minutes to every hour just to make sure I'm staying in a safe zone. My heart rate has gone up. I was a mod, but my old channel got hacked. I had to start over from scratch. Not entirely bummed about it though. Oh, hold on. All right, Ryan, I got you, brother. Monster Radio, go ahead and you should be able to drop your link now. And I'm serious. Anybody that's into cryptids and stuff like that, Ryan and Monster Radio is he is. We can have some seriously good discussions. So check him out. He's a good guy. He is hard into the Wendigo, Bigfoot, and stuff like that. So
Wendigo where?
when he did left.
Ah, right. That explains it. I thought you meant Bigfoot chased him off.
But yeah, I mean, with Ryan, I mean, there's a lot of questions that have popped up in my head. Shit that I've seen, shit that I've read. But yeah, we're going to have a discussion one of these days, and I hope it's not too far into the future. But yeah, I mean, seriously, everybody, check him out. Ryan is like really, really cool. I used to be like that continuously, but since getting myself as healthy as possible, I've managed to keep it at a good level unless I get sick. If you're at 91%, that's still not bad. I think they really start worrying. I think they told me if I drop down below 85% is when I need to start is worrying.
I know when I did my test for the COPD, I had to wear like this Walkman strapped to my chest for the whole night.
Right. Well,
then before 9 o'clock the next morning, I had to drive it 20 miles to the hospital I'd been given it by to analyse it. And before I'd even got home, my phone was going off, and it was the hospital that say, "Come back, we need to see you now."
Yeah, I'm sure you'll explain it to Shaz 1-to-1. Shaz, choking the chicken? You don't know what that means? Yeah, that's Matt, Second Star Survival. Matt's good too. Matt's he's genuinely great to talk to. Same with Ryan. They will accept your opinions and not tell you that you're wrong because everybody has an opinion. So, but yeah, they're great to talk to because there is no definite explanation where they come from, how they came about, what they really are. So it's to me, it's glorified theories of one's beliefs, but that's just my take on it. Like I have my own opinions, and I don't expect people to believe everything I say about them, which is fine. But that's just me.
Yeah, I was just told the only thing I was told is yes, you've got COPD. They didn't say what type, level, or anything else, just COPD.
Well, and the funny thing is, Andy, that's what they told me. They says, well, you got the beginning of COPD, but again, saturation is at 88. That's not bad though. You're still above the danger zone. But when they told me that I had the beginning stages of COPD, like you, they never told me what side of COPD I was on. But the good part is they said they caught mine early enough that they can give me a medication, which is I got to take a pill for it. They said I won't have to worry about my COPD for a long time to come because they caught it at the very beginning stages.
Yeah. Well, other than smoking nefarious products as a kid, I didn't even take up smoking until I was 17. But before I'd got to 18, I was on 50 plus a day.
And you're right, Ryan. Every theory is a shot in the dark. It's one's belief and how they perceived what they learned. And to me, that's what a theory is. I'm due for a blood pressure check in up to 3 weeks.
No Indians till after Christmas, Stephen.
They want Mama Cass, believe it or not, because of my condition with my heart and everything. They want me to maintain above 95% oxygen saturation intake. See, I think on my one lung, I think I have both types actually. I think my left lung is the one that has a black hole in it, and my right one is the one that's got the tube starting. I kind of drift off when people start claiming that all cryptids are real, and they're not. I mean, it's just that's what they perceived. That's what they were taught. That's what they heard their whole life. Like poltergeist, everybody thinks poltergeists are all these evil spirits. That's not what a poltergeist is, at least from my teaching. A poltergeist is just an upset, fucking angry spirit. It doesn't mean he's there to hurt you. He's just showing his frustration. I'm expected to stay above 94 because I don't retain. And that's the scary part. When I went into the hospital, I weighed 206 pounds. When they released me, I weighed 174 pounds. All that weight I lost was excess of body fluid that my body was carrying around. I think most of these are legends, have a small basis in reality. Every theory, every story, there is some bit of truth in there. Because if there wasn't, it wouldn't catch your imagination. It wouldn't make you want to look more into it. Can't they just
Quite possible, Jack. Quite possible.
Yeah, exactly. Or they might even be trying to give you a warning to get out because something is going to happen.
Well, Nicole sees one that comes here quite often. His name's Robert, apparently. When he first turned up, allegedly he was very angry because the land that this house and all this estate is built on used to be his.
So maybe he was
And I
still
just
attached
made
to
it
it.
clear, if you're here to fuck with me, then you can fuck off. If you're here to be peaceful and friendly, you're welcome.
And the way I was taught, and learned, especially from shadows and everything, over the years I've been with her, if you do not want a spirit around, you directly tell that spirit you don't want them there, to leave you alone. And by rights, I guess they call it, then they should just leave and not bother you.
Yeah. Well, I just made it clear right from the start. If you want to just come visit, hang out, whatever, you're welcome. But if you want to start fucking with me, then you can go now.
Spitfire, leave my damn name out of that conversation.
What one's that? Cryptid.
Right here.
Yeah, which name? Cryptid.
It would be chaos. But see, this is why I like talking with all you guys. I mean, a puppy marks at your hand because it's playing. Don't have hands. It's not biting you. There's a difference between the two, is what I'm saying. I wonder if and that's a good theory to look at it that way. And you're right. A puppy's not really biting you. He just doesn't know how to play yet.
Well, even most shark bites are not what you would call savage shark bites. Fish, like puppies, don't have hands. Their main point of contact is their mouth.
Exactly. Hi, Shire.
Shire Ghost.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until I seen Shaz say hi, Shire.
I thought she was being polite and calling us sire.
Well, that would have been a lie, but
when Shaz was a teenager, that's how they used to say sir.
One of these days, I'll have to have Missy, because the picture should be in her phone. When we lived in the room downstairs, we were in room 129. No, we were actually up here. And I woke up one morning and I rubbed the back of my legs trying to avoid getting fucking, cramps and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are these bumps? Well, we got to looking at it. I had 3 scratch marks down the back of each one of my calves. Almost like something tried to grab a hold of me and pull me.
It was, what would leave 3 claw marks?
On both legs. And it wasn't just on the one, it was on both of them. And it went deep enough that it drew blood because it scabbed up.
Wolverine's great grandfather?
No, could have been, but he would have been missing a couple of claws.
No, 3 on each. One,
No,
two,
Wolverine's got 4.
no, he's got 3.
No, he
One
don't.
between them 2, 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah, 3.
Ah,
If you remember right, if you don't like her and he's basically trying to politely tell you to go away, he just ejects one claw, the one in the middle.
but yeah, I'll have Shadows pull up them pictures one time, and I'll post them up. You can literally see the 3 scabs down each calf muscle.
Jesus.
All right, I knew one of them had Florvic. God damn it!
I thought you was thinking of Freddy Krueger
No, he's no.
or Edward Scissorhands.
No, that was a good movie though. But yeah, since that happened though, I've never had another problem. I've never been scratched, never been touched. I mean, I get visitors all the time, but I've never been touched again.
Try attending the local Catholic church more often and shave off that beard.
Yeah. Did you see the track I found in my research area? I thought it was mountain lion put after talking to some people.
No, pizza, that weren't a rumor.
Well, no, I'm gonna have to go look at that, Ryan. Depending on how big it is and shit, and what area you're from. Was it a lynx? Was it a bobcat? I mean, there's a couple of things it could be. Could have been a humans from Norwich. Normal just have one. I had a vivid nightmare as a kid about a log cabin, and I was scared to go in. All the walls and ceilings were covered in 3-toed prints. Scared the crap out of me. Like, oh, you were 7 or 8 when it happened. Hi, Cassie.
Jack, there ain't many normal humans from Norwich.
Oh,
Most
no,
of
you're
them got a limb
good.
or 2 missing.
Look, y'all ain't got to apologize because you got to step away from the computer. It's good. The print's a pretty good size. At least the size of my own hand, if not bigger. But there's an arm and person. I'm gonna have to go look at that then. Seriously, I will, Ryan. I'm gonna have to go check that one out. I try to catch up with a lot of your stories and shit. Oh, and if you guys do, add him as a friend on Facebook. Some of the paintings that he does with ceramic fucking statues and shit are just beyond amazing. I mean, the dude is so talented. Everybody that comes in here is talented. Everybody's got their own special, unique shine about them.
Yeah, mine normally involves a blue flashing light.
All right. So for basically all my American friends that are in the room, and you guys might catch it over there in UK too. It's on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of Mindseed lately. Spread so far apart makes me wonder. Spread almost in a human fashion. See. Wow, that does sound weird. But now Mindseed just did a Comic-Con thing where they got it was a meet and greet, is what it was. And they had this one room that they set up, and it was kind of disturbing because I watched an episode where they're in there investigating this house. This guy's dad died a few months prior. He lets them go in to investigate, and near the end of this one, there's a piano there, and they're trying to provoke the spirit because they're not getting a lot of activity. So the guy starts hitting the piano key, and on the 3rd time he hit that piano key, the whole house literally started shaking like it was in an earthquake. Now, that was cool in itself, but when you watch this meet and greet, they set up this one room exactly with the piano and everything, like they showed in their episode. And then they're talking about a special effects guy who was able to get this room to shake, like the program did. So it makes you wonder: was it all fake, or did that really happen? So it's hard, you know. You got too many people out there trying to prove things that I don't know. Fully orgasmic. I mean, organic. Yes, I like Mindseed. I like watching Mindseed a lot. But now it's got me thinking in ways of, wow, how much of this shit's actually staged now? Like, there's only 3 guys. And there is no camera guy that goes in with them. 2 of the guys would be doing the investigating. One, the third guy, he's carrying around the camera and that. And now I've seen one too, though. You know the old prop chairs that they do in the kitchen when you turn your back, then all of a sudden they stack all the chairs on top of the table.
Yeah.
Well, in movies, all of them are glued together, so it just takes 2 people to put it up on a table real quick, and it's done. Now, in this one episode, they pan the kitchen, and you can see all the chairs around the table. They turn around, and within 10 seconds, and you can hear wood scraping. You turn back around, they're all stacked on the table. But now when they went over to investigate these chairs, the cobwebs were still on the legs, so you can tell they weren't manhandled.
Yeah, screw that for Game of Soldiers.
So now I want to see exactly if that was real or... Damn, you lived in some old houses, Pizza.
Nicole will be happy living in those.
I mean, depends on how it's built.
Timber frames, big timber frames.
I don't know if me and Shadows ever told you when we first got here to Alaska and that, and I really wasn't into the paranormal. I wasn't, interested in talking to dead people or anything like that. But we had a blackout here, and this is when we lived down on the basement level, and all the lights are off in the fucking hotel. It's dark out. We know there is absolutely nobody in this building. Nobody living down on that floor. Me and Shadows went walking by this one room, heading to our room, and I heard the fucking handle jiggle, just like somebody's trying to get in that fucking... Shadows heard it too. She thought it was the funniest thing because she thought I was going to jump into her fucking arms. With heavens, when a woman is excited, the kid says, "What's that got to do with tennis?"
Love Deuce.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Nearly 400, 500-year-old homes in the U.S. caves. Fucking that ain't true, Andy.
You name one 400-year-old building.
I'm sure we got a couple of them here in the United States.
That would be from 1621.
Yeah, we got a couple of buildings in the United States that are that old. I'm not saying they're in use anymore, but they're that old.
What are they? The holes in the ground from some poor fucker's wigwam?
No, actually, they're trying to save a lot of them from fucking historic sites for some reason. And it's like, it's a fucking wall. That's all that's left is one fucking wall. Knock the fucking thing down.
There's a wall and a foundation. We're going to list that building and call it a city monument.
Dad's turned into a ghost. He's invisible. He never disappeared off my screen.
Which one, Jack? The one where I got bitten and clawed all over me back? That was a very unfriendly visitor, whatever that was. wake up in the morning with bite marks, or well, your back's sore, and you have a look in the mirror as to why it feels so stingy. You know, it's not like back pain that you might think.
Yeah, it's like that burn sensation.
Yeah, it's like some fuckers put an electric sander on your skin while you were sleeping, and there was all bite marks and claw marks on it.
Fuck that.
I went straight out and saw my doctor and said, "Now you tell me all these fucking visitations are just dreaming."
No, it's beyond dreaming.
And showed his back, showed him my back. I said, "How the fuck do I bite my own back?"
Yep, Lizzie Borden's house is still standing. Yes, it's an actually. I think they made it into a monument now, so I don't think they can tear it down.
Yeah, that got dear old Dr. Mahealy quite stumped, that one.
Oh my God, pizza.
Do yourself pizza, favour pizza, don't stand at the bus stop waiting for a succubus. Yeah, that was about 4 or 5 year long weekend, that was, Shaz. And the worst thing is, when I moved, it followed me.
Well, then it was attached to something you have, or it's attached to you?
Me.
I mean, Shaz and I don't think all of them were here at that point in time. Remember, we caught them live EVPs during the show, right through the fucking headsets.
Of course, when Shaz was a kid, they didn't even have TV invented back then.
Oh my God, we ain't been on the air that fucking long. Desperation is a terror. Jack says, when you woke up and couldn't move, the arm that was wrapped in the cover and had a bite mark on it with all weird teeth marks.
Yeah, that was another occasion. Woke up in the middle of the night being pinned down by my quilt. At that point, the doctor was starting to say, well, perhaps you would suffer with sleep paralysis. I'm like, well, where'd the fucking bites around the back of my arm come from?
Yeah. Well, and even me and Misty, I know, I just read what Shaz wrote. With the scratches on the back of my legs and shit. We even tried to look like maybe it was me scratching my legs in the middle of the night, but these scratches weren't going upward, they were going downward.
Yeah, that's the one, Nicole.
Lately, I haven't had no visitors here lately. But I'm thinking about setting up the portal box in that one night here and just letting it run all night and see if anything gets picked up.
Yeah, Jack, you've got to stop putting the remotes up there, mate. They're going to go rusty.
Well, not only that, I'm sure people get tired of sticking their finger in your ass to change the channel.
It's not that every time he breaks wind, it flicks through 6 or 7 different channels.
Yeah, Shaz,
Yeah,
more
about
power
right,
to you, because I think I would have shit myself if something was lifting me up out of bed. Visiting ramp up when you were getting
Ill.
Actually, when I was the most activity is when they actually got me to the heart hospital itself. Shadows were just a common thing. I mean, it was like I wouldn't even tell anybody because I was seeing like 30, 40 of them in a 12-hour period. And I know it wasn't the same one. They were all over the place, different shapes, sizes. And I don't know if it was just because I was in a heart hospital where I'm sure many people have passed away. But yeah, shadow figures were a norm.
Yeah, that's what you told your kids, Shaz.
We really know what the sounds of that would happen.
Yeah.
You got piles
on the wall for 10 minutes.
If they think they're changing the channel, but really they're just pushing the piles back up. Well, Yes and no, pizza. I can kind of agree with that, but a board is a little bit different. A board you have physical activity with, where a spirit box you just turn it on and walk away from it. But I kind of understand what you're saying.
Technically, with the spirit box, you're only opening up communication.
Where you're using a board, you're opening up a doorway.
Yeah. Especially when you're asking that to move the little planchette.
Exactly, and that's a good way to look at it right there, Andy. Yeah, I mean it is, and I think I like my portal box because it avoids all the white noise. So you don't have to hear all that shit. If one speaks, 90% of the time it's clear and you can understand what it's saying. I've used it several times, and I've had spirits come through it. So I'm thinking about, here soon setting it up. I'll let it run. I'll keep the camera on it. I'll have a K2 meter there, and I'll let it run overnight and just record the whole thing and go from there and see what happens. I mean, might air that one day on our show and be like, pull up a third screen of it and like, can anybody hear any? It's not like you have to fight to hunt to hear anything because of the white noise ain't there. If something comes through, something comes through. And we built our own portal box. It's only 2 electric guitar pedals and a speaker. That's all it is. I think to build our portal box, it cost us maybe $80, maybe.
You'll probably find that guitar pedal was the most expensive bit there.
The one was the reverb. I think cost more than the other one did. Yeah. Because the speaker, I think we only paid because it's got the squelch, it's got the 3 buttons. I think we only paid like $14.99 for the speaker itself.
Which theoretically you could have gone to a tip and just torn an old TV apart and got the speaker out of that.
Could have done it that way too, but I don't know. Then I'd have to rewire the pedals to be able to hook up to that speaker, where these here got all the jack plugs in it and everything. Yeah. So it was just easier to do it that way.
Sometimes spending a little bit of money makes life a lot easier.
We got laser grids, we got everything, but it's just too hard here in Alaska because of the bears. If you're going to do, at least where we're at, if you're going to do paranormal investigations, you damn sure want it to be in old abandoned buildings, in town where activity of bears ain't going to be that big. We literally bought a FLIR camera just to use as a bear tracker.
Yeah. I'm saying nothing, Flicker.
Don't mention squelch. Me. Oh, God damn it, Flicker. And you know what, Shaz? You're bragging about it. Jack, I've been dragged down the bed before by my ankles, but this was the first time lifted up, only by a foot or so, but enough. Yeah.
All I can say to that, Shaz, is different policemen have different methods.
So apparently the sexual experience went a little too far, and you didn't like getting lifted off the bed, but getting drugged down the bed to the end of it was all right. We could repent until the end of our days. We're still fucked. Shit, I feel for you. I had an incident about a decade ago. I hated the house. It was freaky as hell. Still this day, I don't talk about it in case the bugger comes back. If I'm lifted up, the ghost will have a bad back. It'll be the first ghost on the sick claiming benefits.
Always worked for me, Jake. Still do it to this day.
smoke your vape?
No, Lord's Prayer every night before going to sleep.
I just look at it this way. If that's where I'm supposed to go, that's where I'm supposed to go.
No, Jack means getting rid of bad spirits.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I've got no sense of faith. So
But
it's like,
see, when I go to bed at night, I convince myself I'm going to bed alone. I'm here by myself. There's nobody here. So during the night, it don't bother me. I mean, I'm not getting messed with. Now, the creepiest part I've had happen here is because I live kind of like in an efficiency. And between the living room and where the stove is, there's like a little wall that's probably about that much sticks out.
yeah.
And I was sitting there watching TV because it's the TV, the wall, then the stove. And I happen to look up and I see this hand reaching out of the wall. And I looked up and I said, what the? And about the time I said that hand just sucked right back into the wall. So now I wonder if I would have had enough balls to just sit there and not say anything, how much of this son of a bitch would have come out that wall? What's up, Freaky Geek?
Well, sometimes wonder if when you're having like a psychedelic trip and you're seeing all shit that people just don't see normally, whether you're getting a glance into another dimension or something like that, and the things we see on this side, like that hand, is someone in that other dimension having a psychedelic trip, reaching over for some pretty pink elephant or something to stroke it.
Some people just don't, they're not convinced by one incident, though, I guess.
No.
I mean, after my legs got scratched and I heard that door handle and we picked up them EVPs, it was just like, yep, I'm convinced. All right, I believe in the afterlife. I never doubted the afterlife. It was the paranormal that I had troubles believing in.
Yeah, well, the paranormal encompasses a vast range of things.
Exactly.
Vast range.
And for a lot of people, though, what they believe in the paranormal is it's harmful. But that's not true. You find stuff moved around in your house. Well, that's because these people have lived here for fucking years, and that's not how their house was. So they moved the shit back where they think it's supposed to go. It's not. Yeah. It's not that they're fucking with you. They are going through their daily routine, which is they did time and time and time again.
Like if you sit at the table and your salt and pepper pot has always got the salt on the right. If the other
was always on the left.
Round.
Yep, and you find it switched. It's just how they live their life. They are set in a certain standard.
That wasn't that bold cat again, was it, Flicker? It's the medication having them see things move. They should not move. Quite possible, Freaky.
Freaky Geek. Somebody was not finished until it was too soon. Flicker. That's why Ted got scratches down his back, God damn it. I would take my dog. She was used to seeing spirits, but this one was angry. Dog got really scared, so I got really angry. Wow. Now, what'd Fluky do?
Shiver. No.
Actually, no. Jack, fairies aren't the ones that move stuff. Fairies are like the ones you want to ask permission, like Pan. Okay, we all know Pan is wood. He's tree, and them are the ones you want to ask permission to. Like, can I pick a leaf? Can I take a branch? Is it all right if I pick this flower? And you'll actually get an indication if they're real, if that's what you believe in, that yes, you can take this branch, or yes, you can pick this flower. Them are what fairies are.
You're not thinking of house brownies, are you, Jack?
It's a daily routine to lift people up, to do the dusting under them. Shire, that's actually kind of funny there.
That's a valid question at the end too, Shire. Bob, why don't you put a kettle on?
You'll notice that most activities, whether it be paranormal or your own mindset or however you believe it, is going to happen more around holiday seasons than it does any other time of the year, because that's when you start missing the people you love the most and you want them back here. So in your mind's eye, you're bringing them back. It just might not be them. I hope that makes sense. I mean, that's my thought on it. We just start missing, as you grew up through the holidays, you remember how fun it was, family gatherings, and everybody started getting old and everybody started dying, and the holidays just seemed to start dwindling down to nothing. So it's like you want to bring that family atmosphere back.
So what you're saying, Flicker, is any time that Ted's around?
Yeah, it's not really. It can be any time. I find more stressful. Now, Flicker, understand though, when you get stressed out, you can be causing self manifestations because you are stressed.
Can't you go blind doing that? Hence why I need my glasses.
Well, I could be.
Oh, manifestations. Sorry, I thought you said something very close to that. Amen to that, Nicole.
Well, then, Jack, why don't you just go take that bungalow down?
No.
Yeah, I know. Guns don't scare me. It's the people with the gun that scare me.
Ted lost that much weight, has he, Flicker? Only if you don't pay them, freaky.
Oh my God, Schneider. Sage is basically used to ward off evil spirits. It's supposed to do with something, the smell, the texture.
And it also clear the air, so to speak.
Yeah, it's a filter.
Actually, freaky, you can smoke sage and several members of the sage family, and you can get seriously off your face with it.
Yes, you can. Worse than mushrooms ever fucking hit you.
Yeah.
Flicka, I'm not surprised. She says, I've seen my brother standing in my back garden a month after he died. You and your brother were close. And something's telling me that something about that garden connected you two together. And that's why you see him. That's why you seen him in that garden. Freaky geek, that is not what that is meant to be.
Sage is the poor man's wacky backy.
One of my grandfathers, either 2 weeks before or after he passed, and at the time I thought all my grandparents had passed. Well, it's hard to say, Freaky. I mean, if you're not certain if he was passed yet, or if he had already passed, if he hadn't passed yet, I'm guessing he's letting you know that he's not feeling well, he's not going to be around much longer. Or if he did pass, he was letting you know that I've passed on, I'm on the other side. So that's a hard one right there. Flicking my mom's auntie came back to see her 2 weeks after she passed. The living room, then bedroom doors open, and then a wind of her favorite perfume. She's just coming back to let her know she's okay. She's happy. She's safe.
Oh, I don't know, Jack. If my sister decided to go toes up tonight and she's left it all to you, I dare say you'd have it. It's only 300 grand's worth of house. Why wouldn't you?
And you're right, Shaz. When you're talking about stuff like this, whether you believe in it or not, if you come up to a decision that your gut says don't do it, but your mind is saying, well, we can do that. If your gut said don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah. And if your gut says something bad sits in front of you, move away.
Stacks a shed load of chairs rapidly. Huh? What does that mean? I'm confused on that.
Hey,
What Jack said, stacks a shed load of chairs rapidly, like a click of a finger. I'm confused on.
got you. I think that's what you was talking about earlier.
Oh, about the chair stacking.
Yeah.
And but like I said, with that part, it was weird because all the chairs still had cobwebs and everything. So you know that they weren't manhandled and grabbed. They were just there.
The one good thing being, if they're all still covered in dust and webs, it shows that no human hands got hold of them. Oh, 400,000. Wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Misery is costly. Happiness is priceless. Fair comment, Jack.
You're absolutely right. And if you're, like I said, if your gut is telling you no, then don't ever second guess that.
There you go, Nicole. These things happen for a reason.
You're right. Everything happens for a reason. Whether it's right or wrong, if it happened in your life, it happened to teach you something.
Pizza, do you know where 95% of the human, oh, fuck me, what are they called, those receptors? The serotonin receptors are. The feel-good receptors. They're not in the brain, they're in the human gut.
Yep.
Which is why if you experience something that elates you, it don't make you feel elated here.
It makes you feel elated down here.
It's like your heart is lifted because it's a sensation between the two, if you get me.
It opens up that pathway again.
Yeah, like devastating news, you get devastating news in your life, then that sadness comes from the middle, which is why so many people think your soul is in your heart.
And this is where I really got to give props to Shadows, because with the COVID and everything going on, and them having to ship me 6 hours away to another hospital, I talked to Shadows every day, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. I was talking to her, and Mama Cass, don't ever apologize. Welcome back, though.
Yep.
I am so grateful that she was there for me to talk to. I didn't understand the severity of what was going on, but Shadows is one of them kind of people that she gets on the computer and she won't stop until she finds what she's looking for. And then when she explained the first procedure to me after it happened, I was like, they did what? They dropped the camera down my throat and up the back of my heart to make sure there was no blood clots. And when they found out there was no blood clots, they stopped my heart. They literally stopped my heart. But it took them 3 shots to bring me back to life, because what they were trying to do was get my heart back into rhythm. He said that lasted about an hour, and then that just let loose. So now they're going up through all my ventricles, my arteries. They're looking for clots. They're looking. Everything's perfect. All my blood work's perfect. They can't figure out what the fuck is going on. So they tell me about.
I know what it is. I know why you got ill now. There's too much blood in your alcohol level.
Yeah, I wish that was the case, but but when I went in for the 3rd procedure, I knew it was kind of serious. And Shadows didn't even tell me how serious this actual 3rd procedure was until after I came out of it. There was definitely a chance of me dying on that table with them doing what they were doing. But the surgeon that performed the procedure said I couldn't have AFib'd at a better time because he's already inside my heart. And he can see all the electrodes in that lighten up. So he was able to easily grab them and freeze them from that happening. I had way too many positive electrons shooting through my heart than what my heart could handle. So they froze the back half of my heart and froze all them electrodes. So that's what's got my heart rate back down to normal. But Missy told me after the procedure how close to death I really was, and it was like, holy shit. But I feel better. I feel fantastic. I even see color back in my face. I look a little thin now, but
Flicker, I thought you were saying that to Eddie for a minute. Try and record it next time it happens.
Oh, God. Yeah. I don't think they'll allow me to record that shit happening. Yeah, Mama Cass, I feel a lot better. But now here comes another thing that Shadow threw at me a couple days ago. She said that last procedure that I went through, she says sometimes you got to go through it twice because the freeze parts are let loose. And they got to go back in and refreeze them. Well, that's what I'm praying doesn't happen. That's it, Freaky. You got me. But like I said last night, I got a little worried because I felt pressure. But then, after time, it was just like, all right, that's just a gas bubble. But because of what they've done to me, it makes it feel a little.
It makes the mind go further than what it would normally go. You'd normally think, oh, Christ, I really need to either belch this up or fart it out.
Or I'm fucking going to have a heart attack, one or the other.
Yeah.
It's weird, though, that I guess the night before I ended up going back to the hospital, I woke up in the middle of the night and reached up from my door saying, somebody help me. And when they did the tests on my heart and the stress level and everything, at that point in time when I was doing that, I was actually having a heart attack.
Well, theoretically, it's the best time to have it.
When you're sleeping. And the only one in my family that I know of that's ever died of a heart attack was my Aunt Peggy. And that was, 42 years ago.
Do you know what my mum was known as? Because she hated her first name? Peggy.
That was my aunt's name. Actually, no, it was Peggy. And then I had Aunt Eloise.
Yeah, her first name was Hagar, Hagar. She hated that. She made it very clear, when I fucking die, I want it to read Peggy Kendrick on my headstone.
Well, I ain't going to have a headstone. I'm getting cremated. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to go the cheap route. Because I found out, dude, I got my first doctor's bill and everything, and I found out it's cheaper to be dead. Yeah. When I opened this bill, I'm like, are they trying to put me back in the fucking hospital? Jesus Christ. But I got to admit, the surgeons that worked on me, the heart surgeons, the anesthesiologists, all of them were fantastic. The bedside manners that they had, they would come in and visit me. And how often do you have a doctor come to your fucking room every day to make sure you're okay, how you feeling? They want to check your vitals and make sure everything's okay. So I felt safe, if that makes sense.
If you didn't want it to keep turning up, Eddie, you could always have just turned around and said, you can always tell the ones that are paid by the hour.
The ones that don't care.
No, the ones that are paid by the hour are always in and out checking on you.
Yeah, because they're the ones that don't care. And I mean, when I had these, before my last procedure, I got a phone call the night before, and it was my anesthesiologist. I haven't even met the guy yet, but we're talking on the phone. He's all right, freaky, and he's talking about a lot of different things and everything. And it was like, okay, well, they need to know, do you smoke, do you drink? They need to know the chemical balance of what they need to do.
Yeah.
And he come into my room the morning of my procedure, and he says, "You haven't met me yet." And I looked at him. I says, "No, but I talked to you." I said, "You're my anesthesiologist." He looked at me. He says, "How the hell you know?" I said, "I recognize the voice." I said, "I just talked to you last night." And I got to know all four of my surgeons. I got to know them all. And I felt at peace. I felt safe that they're going to do whatever they can to save me.
Good for you, Shire.
My assets are going to be put in the air vent for the benefit of us. It's on the toilet. But look, just because Elvis did that doesn't mean anything. And actually, it's not even proven that he died on the throne. So, but the way my AFib was happening, I was having mild heart attacks about every 3-4 hours.
Hey, Sheriff.
What's up, Sheriff? Yeah, I'm doing a lot better, Sheriff. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in and commenting. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel a lot better. First week back, I worked 5-hour nights. My body was telling me you're done, so I went home. Second week, I'm up to 7, 6.5, 7. So I'm slowly working myself back up there to where I can do my 8-hour shifts again. I just don't want to push anything. I'm too fucking old. I don't heal like I used to. I'm still bruised down in the groin area where they fucking did how they went up through the procedure. I'm still bruised down there. It's like, Jesus Christ, this was like fucking 2.5 weeks ago. Shaz, I'm not even going to ask what was hung, drawn, and quartered.
Jacobites.
I was thinking witches. But to wake up every day, my eyes wide open, I know I can jump out of bed and not be out of breath. It is just such an amazing feeling. It made me realize, yeah.
Life's worth living.
You're lucky, Eddie. You're very lucky. When they, the first procedure, when they had to shock my heart, did you get the, what the hell is that? Did I get what Shire at 3 or 4 a.m.? When, I'm confused what you're asking there, Jim.
I think it means a heart attack.
Oh, actually, you know what? That sounds like right around the right fucking time, too. And that's weird because that is just about right around the right time. I'd say more like between 3 and 5. I'm really not sure. I just remember reaching up, yelling, "Somebody help me!" And that was the last thing I remember until I woke up in the morning. Yes, Andy. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll just answer that for yes. Seriously, it is, Eddie. What is? Serious, it is. If you're talking about my health condition, yeah, it's serious. But other than that, that's I had heart problems back in 2018, and even after I came home from the hospital, I didn't sleep for a whole week because I was. And you know, Sheriff, it's funny you say that. The whole time I was in the hospital, all 13 fucking days I was in there, if I slept a total of fucking 4 hours a night, I was impressed. But the minute I got out of the hospital and I made it back home, I felt comfortable and I was actually able to fall asleep. Oh, I know what Jack means now. I was right about uh, quartering with chefs.
Quarter to six, Bonnie Prince Charlie has my town as his headquarters.
Jack was wondering if Freaky was actually a fucking doctor.
Yeah, doctor of knitting needles.
Yes, yes, he is. He is a hell of a crocheter, I can tell you that. We had Wistrels around here. The lady who owned the bottom farm had her hair pulled whilst in the bath. Funny thing is, the owner back in the 1600s was hung for witchcraft. Back in them days, though, getting hung for witchcraft, it only took one child to say you were fucking possessed, and you were done. There was no such thing as a fair trial back then.
Thank you, Freaky. Right, you're sitting there glugging. I'm going to get a cup of coffee.
All right. The difference between Enigma and Artec is Enigma as a result of narrowed. And see, no, Nicole, because remember I told you they went through all my arteries, all my ventricles, they went through everything, and I have no blockage at all in anything. My lungs are clear, my liver is fantastic, all my blood work comes back perfect. And this is where they're confused. They cannot figure out why all this even started on me. That was on his way down to country, going back up to Scotland. So, yes, stress can cause a lot of it. And you're absolutely right. And that's what they're actually relaying it back to. See, when I first started where I work at, I was go, 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 go all the time. I was pushing myself further and beyond probably what I should have at my age. And they're thinking that that might have been, okay, that's twice. They're thinking, did anybody hear a whistle through the microphone? Okay, but that's what they're starting to think caused mine. Um, was just me always pushing my heart to keep going, that not to give up, to keep pushing forward. I I heard somebody whistle twice, and it's not from outside because I'm way up, away from the windows. I'm away from everything. Somebody just whistled twice in my room. Nicole, I guarantee I can find one Elvis fan that's bigger than you. You're right. I haven't, Chaz. And now Nicole sees it, but I just heard somebody whistle twice. Like they're just standing on the other side of the room right here. But I heard two little whistles. Nicole, my sister Norma is such a huge Elvis fan. I think she's probably got every fucking knickknack that ever came out of him, or of him. And every album he ever came out with, she bought two of them. One that she could play and one that she could put away. She's got his whole entire record collection that's not even open. So, um, I hope she leaves that to me in her will. Nah, she's an amazing woman. Nah, Freaky, that's just the cold air that makes my nose run. My nose hates cold weather. Webby's dead 10 days before you. Huh? Mama Cass, what do you mean? Oh, no, Freaky, you're good, brother. You're totally good. She was pregnant with me. Always said I started kicking. 3 times she put his music on. Well, you know, they always say music calms a savage beast. Ain't going to be no beast bigger than a woman that's pregnant because that baby is tired of being pent up. But yet when the baby's born, they're like, God damn it, it's cold out here trying to get back inside that son of a bitch. All you need is a neighbor with a grudge. And that's all it took to get the local magistrate to get you arrested for witchcraft. Yeah, and that's what I mean, Damon. Back then, all it took was for one child to pass you as you're walking. And you might have just looked at the child and they were like, oh, they gave me good, you were fucked. And back then, there was no way to prove you weren't a witch. They just, you were automatically titled a witch. You were screwed. Must be the nose, Jack. I listen to some people sing, and they sound like bass or bass, so deep things vibrate. So, welcome back, Andy.
Thank you, mate. Let's see what's singing over the karaoke. Jack, the last pair of knickers you had thrown at you, mate, you was able to use that for a double sleeping bag.
No, Roy Orbison, no, I wouldn't go that goddamn far. That's like fucking watching goddamn, what was it?
Paint dry.
No, who the hell was the old man, the orchestrator, the fuck? My parents watch that shit all the time. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The fucking bubbles and shit. Like, what the fuck is this? And you're right. When you say bad bastard, you're right. He was bad because he was falsifying fucking people as witches.
Yeah. As opposed to lying his own pockets.
That's exactly what made him bad. Yeah, I'm glad this is weird. Usually we're ripping each other apart, but this is a pretty in-depth conversation. The lighting on my camera just changed. Did you notice that?
I just assumed you'd suddenly moved out to Saudi Arabia and was sitting under the midday sun.
There, it just changed again.
Yep. It's probably trying not to go into blur mode.
Well, Nicole said that I got a visitor. And it was weird because you got up and went to go get your coffee. And I had 2 whistles here in the room.
Jack, what's your mate doing in Alaska?
Hurry back, Nicole. Don't know about giving birth. I spent most of my adult life trying to get back up there. We all have pizza. Well, all males have. That's it. The Lawrence Welk Show. Absolutely right, Spitfire. Yes. That was the one. Because we always used to make fun. Harold, turn off the goddamn bubble machine.
Apparently your visitor is a male.
Now, wait. Matthew Hopkins. Wasn't that Jack the Ripper? Who was Jack the Ripper?
Jack the Ripper, personally, I think it's something to do with the royal family because those details are supposed to be released in the year 2000, but the Queen blocked them.
No,
they've remained.
he's actually not related. Has nothing to do with the royal family. He's buried in New York, where I had my dental work done at that hospital. He's buried in that cemetery directly across the street.
So why would the Queen?
So they say.
Yeah, I was about to say. So why would the Queen of England say no? You're not releasing those details.
But there's supposedly many graves around that's supposed to be Jack the Ripper.
Yes, we know, Flicker. When you was a kid, he was a nightmare in London for you.
Yeah, we know. Trust me, we know who Jack the Ripper is. But didn't he kill just mainly prostitutes?
Mainly, yeah.
All right, so then, Flicker, why would you worry unless you're prostituting yourself out to fucking dwarfs?
That's what I said. When Flicker was a teenager, Jack the Ripper was a
That's what women of the night means. But well, no. Shadows is a woman of the night. Does that make her a streetwalker? I'll let her know you all said that.
I didn't fucking say anything.
I will let her know that every single one of you just now called fucking Shadows a whore.
H.H. Holmes? Who the fuck was H.H. Holmes?
That was another name. Yes, no, Pete's is right. H.H. Holmes was another name for Jack the Ripper. Oh, I won't get a kick in the ball box. You all call fucking Shadows a fucking whore. She's a lady of the night. All right, Jack, I have no idea what that is supposed to be.
He's talking about football, soccer, as you would call it.
I think, you know what? I actually did figure that much of it out.
Yeah, I always thought the FA Cup was fuck all.
No, that's the, Jesus Christ, I even know what the fuck it is. I don't know the name of what they call it, but I know what the fuck it is. I'm going to get us all killed by... Oh, no, Flick, I ain't trying to get you all killed. I'm just going to show her what you all said. Y'all got yourselves killed. Freaky Geek, it'll all be in type, so it's black and white. So, yeah, she's going to believe it. I'm not saying that, Jack the Ripper.
She won't kill you, Flicker. She'll just put a hex on you.
Right? Ryan, nobody's ever seen me in the same room with Jack the Ripper, but you ain't never found blood on my hands either.
Well, they found me like that.
Oh, I brought the tone down now. Oh, no, you all fucked. I will show Shadows this speed.
Then you in trouble, girl.
Y'all called her a fucking prostitute.
And the only bit Eddie's pissed off about is he didn't get his cut.
Duh.
No wonder I'm skint, he says. Don't try and dig yourself out of it and pass the blame, Flicker.
I didn't spin anything around. Everything you guys said is in black and white.
Yep.
As if you're watching it, he needs his ass kicked. No. I guess y'all shouldn't have called her a prostitute. Wait a minute, you never said that. Flicka, scroll back up. When I said, well, Shadows is a woman of the night. Even Freaky says you should have just closed that disclaimer at the beginning.
No, definitely not underpaid, Jack. Yeah, Pizza was a good boy. He said nothing.
Nope, he hasn't said a damn word. He probably the only smart one right at the moment out of the whole fucking group. Oh, and here's a funny. I know Ryan's still here, so I know Ryan's going to take an interest in this. About a week after I got out of the hospital and came back home, actually, I think it was just after last weekend's show. Me and Shadows were having a cigarette, and she says, "Do you know a guy named Tony?" I'm like, "Well, I know a couple of Tonys." She goes, "Are you friends, babe? Friends? Are you friends with anybody on Facebook?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so." She says, "Well, the whole time that you were in the hospital, I put up a mirror spell. So if anybody ill wished me, it would bounce back at them." And she said, no more than 3 days after I got out of the hospital, this guy went into the hospital for heart problems. But it's somebody around here. And she wonders if maybe it was that person. Shadows believes in her mirror work. She believes in everything she does, to the point where if she says it happened, it happened. And I thought Ryan would kind of appreciate that. Shadows is very good at doing mirror spells. She doesn't play around. But yeah, it was weird though that you don't like football, but you know, Bobby
Yeah, didn't he
Robson.
do that fishing program, Jake? And Flicker, I resent that accusation. Eddie has not been an arsehole again. He never stopped being an arsehole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Groundless accusations, that's all they are. Just women bitching about things.
I did not call Shadows a prostitute. I said she is a woman of the night. I didn't say anything beyond that point. You
Actually,
all
guys,
did.
Bobby Robson was doing a fishing program in Ireland. Bobby Robson, the football player. I think it was Bobby Robson anyway.
Andy, thank you for the correction. Yes, Andy is an asshole all the time.
Thank you, Flicker.
That was supposed to be about me, and she called you an asshole all the time.
Yep. Well, I got to be an arsehole all the time. Nothing but shit comes out of me.
No, I did not twist anything, Shaz. I will show her in black and white exactly what was said. I didn't twist anything.
It could have been Shire. Could well have been Jack Charlton. In fact, now you say it, I think you're right.
How you doing, Mo?
Hey, Mo.
Oh, I just got messaged.
Well, what do you expect, Flicker, on from the planet Uranus?
Oh, no, I just got messaged by Shadows.
You in trouble, boy. Just text her back. Oh, what a bunch of bitches they're being to her.
She says, did you call me a woman of the night?
No, Eddie just said you was a woman of the night. Flicker and Shaz were the ones that turn around and says, yeah, that's a prostitute. It's their fault. They were the shit stirrers.
I did, but for your magic. They calling you that for other reasons. Fuck all of these. I'm getting out of this shit. I didn't do shit. I didn't say anything. See, Shadow's been lurking, bitches. She's heard. Everything is going good, Mo.
Well said, Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen covering his ass. Nah,
Yep.
he's the shadow of the moon. But he didn't say anything throughout all this either.
He was just too busy rolling around the floor laughing.
No, not rest in peace, Eddie. Oh, no, I ain't the one to call her a woman of the night that way. You
Nicole, you're supposed to be on my side.
And now Flick is calling me a wanker, telling me to tell her the truth. I did tell her the fucking truth.
Yeah, you wait till I have a private chat later with Missy. I'll put her straight on what you lot have been like. Hoist.
Oh, this is fucking... Y'all, you know what? Y'all fuck. Shadow's going to pop in here in a minute.
You're going to get a cauldron out tonight and it'll be hubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
For once, I'm confident in what the fuck I'm talking about. I got it all in black and white.
Flicker will wake up in the morning with a beard that'll embarrass yours.
And then I can ask her about her beaver trim.
Oh, sorry, Flicker. I forgot you haven't trimmed it yet this week.
Why, Shaz? I'm not proposing to you. Shaz says Eddie Flowers, chocolates in your knees.
There you go. That's as good as an admission of guilt.
Look, Flicker wants to run.
Yeah, that's as good as any admission of guilt.
It's fucking funny. Why the fuck nobody tell me I can have boyfriend? See? I told you all. It's all in black and white. Shadows, honey, baby, go back and read the chat. And they're going to try to blame this on me, but it's all in black and white. I've never said anything wrong or bad. You can go back and watch the whole thing.
Hexer's all round tonight, Shadows.
It's Shaz and it's Flicker. I'm telling you, them two bitches right now.
They're stirring shit like nothing on earth.
You man's a liar. Go and see what's all in. No, but yeah, go back and read it. Shadows, go back and read it all.
Flicker even wanted to run away earlier, thinking you was on your way there.
Yeah, she did. Actually, hold on. Where is that?
Just
right here. Look, I found it. Shaz, time we went.
There you go, Flicker.
Coming.
You might as well have the words "I am guilty" tattooed across your forehead.
Shire says I'm keeping out of this, so please don't ask me. Jack says, Shadows, I witnessed it all. It's true. We all told him no, but wait a minute. Jack, I didn't do anything.
And Flicker's a female, not a he. Welcome back, Freaky.
Well, I don't give a shit. I ain't said nothing wrong. She can go back and watch the whole goddamn thing. She can listen to it and read it. I didn't do shit.
Eddie was a good boy and defended Shadows' reputation.
Yes, I did. Jack's just going to say that just to stay on fucking Shadow's good side.
Jack only said that because he likes to see the blood and the fur fly.
Uh-oh. Here come the messages. All right, everybody. Shadows can't talk right now. She's at work, and unfortunately, her boss came down, so that's why she stopped. Excuse me. That's why she stopped typing in that.
Yeah.
But she is at work, so I can't take that away from her. But I will make sure she watches this fucking video. All you pompous assholes that think I'm gonna get in trouble. Nah.
Yeah, Jack's just the same as me, just 30 odd years younger.
Who is?
Jack.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I'm like, oh, there goes the color in my camera again. There it went again. Now it's.
You ain't that young, Eddie.
That's what I said. Hey, you should have said Shadows is a night owl. Well, no. She's not a night owl. She is a woman of the night. This is where people fear her the most. Mo, I don't think you can gamble that much, brother.
No, you can't gamble more than 10,000. And on any stream, it's an almost guaranteed lose.
No, Shaz. You better retract on how you worded that. You and Flicker are the one that says, I said, weren't they most prostitutes? And you guys said, yeah. And I said, well, Shadows is a woman of the night, but not like that. Whoa. Flicker. Flicker. Shadows working her ass off, and her man is chilling on the PC, calling her a lady of the night. Bang out of order the asshole. Number one, I work the overnight shift. So I don't know where you're going with that one. Number two, I won't tell you what I make an hour. And number three, none of your goddamn business. Oh no, Mama Cass, I ain't trying to talk my way out of trouble. No, see, y'all trying to twist it up so I slip up somewhere in here. I'm gonna let her read all of this. Let her listen to it all. I never once called her a woman of the night that direction. That's a woman you fear.
I thought it was a nighttime security guard. Piece of it. There you go.
Yeah, Pizza, you're right. It is over there, but a woman of the night over here isn't a prostitute. It's not one you want to fuck with either. Shaz is crying. It's okay, Shaz. Pizza will hug you.
Get a piece of pizza's dried crust. That'll help soak up the tears.
Shadows is one of a kind. I know I'm much older now, but I know I would never meet another woman like her. Never. Not, and it's a woman that helped me understand the paranormal and not try to beat it into me. You know, she let my own mind develop around that. Nice try, Flicka. Yeah, Jack, she's at work. She's standing down at the front desk at the hotel while I'm 2 floors above her right now.
Yep. And it ain't nighttime over there, it's morning.
Yeah, it's only 11:30 in the afternoon here. Well, actually in the morning. Noon don't start till after 12. Yeah, it's still daytime here, Jack.
Uptime? I don't think that's going to work to get it up, Mike.
I don't know what uptime is.
Mm.
Apparently, there's other channels that have that because he's got the exclamation point in front of it. So, but that don't work here, Mo. I don't know what that is. Having an open mind is helpful.
Well, if it does work,
Absolutely, Pizza. You know, Shadows and I are together. We're not together, but we're together. After 10 years, we're apart, but we're not apart, if that makes sense. We went back to like stage one of dating. She has her room, I have my room. But we see nobody else outside of our relationship. I still go to the store for her. She needs something. She still does. She makes, I live upstairs. She lives downstairs. She'll make coffee for me in the morning because I can't drink coffee. She drinks because of my health now. So it's like we're still together, but we needed that new start again.
I thought Shadows didn't make coffee. She was contracted out the tarmac for the roads or something.
Oh, that's her coffee. See, she makes hers and then redoes everything and makes mine.
Ah, got it.
That's how I know I got a great woman.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was about to say, chewing away on a lump of tar first thing in the morning is not good.
What time is it now? Right now, Mo, it's 20 minutes to noon, my time.
Cat wants something.
There's always a pussy that wants something, freaky.
Freaky, if the cat's hungry, try feeding it to the neighbour's dog.
Well, I wouldn't be hungry anymore.
Exactly.
Shaz, we like to think of ourselves that way, but yet we're no better than anybody else. We go through problems. Everybody goes, and it's just to the point where before we lost everything, we're gonna try it this way. And so far, it's working. Do I miss her at night? Absolutely. Do I go down to her room and crash out sometimes? Yep. 20. So it's 8. It's 8:15 at night there, is what I'm going to guess.
20 minutes to 11 p.m.
So 20 to 11 until
22:40.
10:40 p.m.
Yeah.
So when it's 11 p.m. here, it's 12 p.m. Yes, but your 12 p.m. is the start of a new day. My 12 p.m. is only half my day.
Yeah, that's what Mo's saying. At 11 p.m. his time, it will be noon your time.
Yep.
Jack, you couldn't last 33 minutes of Pornhub.
Oh, Mama Cass, I can't. I would never let go of her. If I ever felt myself having to let go, I'm done. She is perfect, though. She's perfect to me. But you just need that little space every now and then. And I think I think we're actually going to thrive from this. I think everything is going to come out so much better. I mean, I go down, have coffee with her every morning. I still hang out with. It's almost like we're back to the dating scene, where we're rebuilding that fire, that kindle, and it feels good. Imagine you get a tire fixing kit for Monday. Oh my doll! What the fuck? She is the one. She is. Maybe I hit that midlife crisis period of, you know what? I just need to come home from work and be by myself and not fuck with anybody. But yet, even through this period, she stood right there by me with my health problems and everything else. So, yeah, she's the one. I never looked she's fuck. I hate her for it. That's how you see each other.
Sharon.
Oh no, I'm not getting some of the things you're typing, so it must be on Yahoo or something. You guys are amazing, though. You know, this is what I love about a family. We all come in here and talk about whatever. It doesn't matter.
Dude.
No, I didn't sneeze, Flicker, but bless you.
KYG.
What's up, KYG? Hey, I came into your channel the other day. I don't know if I came in late or if you canceled or something. Perfection talk is scary stuff. There is no such thing as perfection, freaky geek. It'll never happen in a relationship. If you expect perfection, then expect a fucked up relationship because there is no such thing. You're partway through, I think. Nah, too fancy. What? Jack? Oh my God. You got someone who genuinely cares. The richest man or girl. You're absolutely right, Pizza. And
Couldn't agree more.
my whole life, I never. Which one chaos? Which one what? What did I miss?
Which stream did you, or which channel?
Oh, the last one you put up, I went and clicked on it, and it was like I couldn't get to it. I still go back and I'll rewatch if I can, and I'll leave the like and everything. Just sharing the love and everything. But well, Andy, I wouldn't know who to. I do know a Tom, but the Tom I know is still alive.
Is he?
Yeah, I just talked to him 2 days ago.
All right.
Ah, does she know what he looks like?
Mile.
You got to go back to foundations where everything was found in probably the most exciting and love-finding way. I hope you may each other happy and safe. Everyone needs that. You're right, Jack. Everybody does. You know, you get to them points in a relationship where you get aggravated and you feel like you just need your space. But then you get your space and it's like, well, damn, I miss what I used to have. And I do. I mean, are we the perfect couple? Maybe for each other. Would society look at us that way? Absolutely not. But it's every morning we have coffee. It's I walk her to work, and I just always make sure she's taken care of.
And don't be so bloody tight, Shaz, and put the heating on.
-5 there tonight. Now that's -5 Celsius, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if it's 31 degrees here, it's 0 Celsius there. So that would drop our temperature down to -5 Celsius. That would drop our temperature down to about 12 Fahrenheit.
Oh, there you go, Shaz. 23 Fahrenheit.
On -5 Celsius?
Yeah.
Nah, that don't seem right.
It's possible.
Because even my phone pops up saying it's colder than that. Mama, unless someone steals your heart and cherishes it, that's the
That
best
right,
way
Jack?
for everyone involved. Being happy with your own company is indeed more than anything. And you're absolutely right, Jack, because if you can't make yourself smile, how can you make anybody else smile?
Pizza, if mine shrunk anymore, mate, it'd turn into a black hole.
What the fuck is Shaz talking about pizza and nipples?
Pizza said it's going to be woolly shrinking tonight. That's how cold it's going to be. And Shaz said pizza and nipples like JCB starter buttons.
I think I found. Well, I don't think I found. I know I found. Um, the one that'll be there the day I die. And I hope she feels the same way.
Why did
She's-
Whitesnake till the day I die suddenly come into my head?
Huh?
Whitesnake till the day I die.
Well, think about it till the day I die.
Hmm.
I've fucked up a lot in my life. Fucking name a male that hasn't.
Name a female that hasn't.
I'm waiting.
Everyone fucks up sooner or later.
All right, guys. We're almost 2 hours into this. I think I need to go down and say hi to somebody and have a cigarette. I will, KY.
Yeah, and come see the Black and Blue Eddie and Andy show tomorrow.
I've got kids, Freaky. I've got my own kids. I've got my stepkids I've raised for over the past 10 years. Yeah, Flicka, that's a fucking complete lie. But we all fuck up, and you know that's part of the learning curve.
Yep.
In life, we all make turns, and some of them better than others, but we can't change them. We can, however, forge our own paths for a brighter. You're absolutely right. You can't
Wisdom there.
change.
What you done?
Can't
What's
change
past
what
is
you've done.
past. You can't change it.
You know, it's been a good conversation today, guys. It really has. I know it's not as funny as it usually is. We're going to try to do different things. I want to keep this going and being exciting. And we've had some people in here today looking at the like meter and that. So you guys are amazing. Andy, again, like I said, I couldn't ask for a better co-host.
Yeah,
Nicole,
where the fuck is he?
well, half the time. Nicole, thank you for letting me steal your old man for 2 hours.
Less of the old. Fucking old cunt.
Well, you know, I said old, not old. OLE, old man, not old. And I
Ye
want to
oldie.
thank, and I want to thank every single one of you that come here. We love and cherish y'all. I mean, seriously, we love hanging out and just having fun. You guys are amazing in the sense that can't even be explained.
Because there is no sense there.
Absolutely not. We're the lucky ones. We got this group. All right, guys, on that note, we're going to talk to you tomorrow.
Indeed.
Maybe. Hopefully.
If you do.
I think I'll make it through another night. Have a great night, guys. Love you all. Every single one of you very, very much.
Take care. Or don't do anything I would do.
Oh, that's a very fucking short list.